What's up, everybody? Welcome back to UTEP Dynasty. Last episode, we kicked off year 2 with some out-of-conference games, and we may have found a superstar at strong safety, the most important position in the 4-2-5 defense. Transfer Coy Parrish, who was all over the field, making sacks in the backfield and also getting interceptions. In the 2 games we played, he had 3 interceptions, including a pick 6 against Arizona State to cap off that win. We started 2-0 and also simmed the game against an FCS school to start off 3-0. I was also looking at Paul Schofield, the true freshman from California. He's a pocket passer, and I was worried about his speed being 79. He went on a 50-yard rush, but also after that threw a pick 6. So he showed me flashes, but then also showed me some mistakes. So I don't know what to think of him. I don't know if I will redshirt him, but he has shown me enough to maybe not get the red shirt. I'm excited to see what he does in week 4. Here in year 2 in week 4, after last episode, we are now going on the road at Boise State, and this matchup is a lot of fun. I decided to schedule it for the fact that I talked a lot of shit on Boise State's schedule. Even though they went undefeated, they missed out on the college football playoff, and I think rightly so. Their schedule was a cupcake. Now they get to prove me wrong in a big matchup before we start conference play in the All-Texas Conference. Maybe Boise State heard what I said because they scheduled Oregon this year and rightfully got spanked, proving me right again. Looking at Boise State's roster, you can see that they are basically the same overall as Arizona State was, but if you look at the top 10 players on their roster, 5 of them are actually on the offensive line and running back. So that tells me one thing. Defensively, we must stop the run. Sire Gaines and Braylon Russell as a tandem in the backfield look insane. Braylon Russell has gold shifty, gold head first, and gold armbar. I'm not excited to play against that. They also have redshirt senior Maddox Madsen at quarterback with basically every ability you can think of for a pocket passer archetype. And he has platinum step up, gold resistance. We can't really blitz him. Dot on time is silver. I mean, he is going to be amazing. And this is really going to test the secondary. I'm excited for this matchup. I am so excited for week 4 in year 2 of this All-Texas Conference UTEP Dynasty because in reality, this has been really fun already. Our first recruiting class with Coach Humongous is just insane, obviously, because we have true freshmen playing everywhere. They're that good already that they're starting over the players we had before. Sire Gaines was insane last week with 181 rushing yards and 2 touchdowns. So there you go. I explained it that the best part of this team is their O-line and running back tandem, and I'm worried about that for sure. We're going to play a lot of cover 3 again because the safeties in the box will help us in the run game. That's a 3-yard gain. 3rd and 6. We have man coverage here. We're blitzing. Great throw. And he turns upfield to get exactly 6 yards. Very good. Very experienced as a quarterback, playing a ton of football here in the college level. And probably is going to go pro, if I had to guess. And he gets 9 yards on a read option on first down. 2nd and 1. I don't know exactly where this team is going to go this year. This is what's so fun about year 2. I really don't know because we're young. At the end of the day, yes, we have great players in the secondary. I'll keep talking about Coy Parrish until the end of time, even though we only have him for 1 season. He is like basically when he leaves, everyone we want in a strong safety is exactly what Coy Parrish is right now. So hopefully we can find that. But that's a tough ask. I mean, a very tough ask. So can we get something going this season? It's going to be a tough ask offensively as well because we have true freshmen everywhere. 6 out of the 11 starters on offense are true freshmen. How crazy is that? And we're at 3rd and 3 here. I want to play cover 3 sky and play the sticks. And we don't even get to play the sticks. Tackled him into the first down. Javon DeVoe, great form tackle. But at the same time, it doesn't work out because he tackles him forward. All right, 2nd and 11 after a tackle for loss on an end around. crosses over the middle. I seen it the whole way. And he says, "Get off of me, David Babcock." That's a touchdown for Boise State. And Maddox Madsen looks amazing to start this game. And you can see true freshman Paul Schofield against Arizona State went insane. But that's actually the FCS school we played last week in week 3 that we simmed. So on the season, he really has been amazing. Because he also had 3 touchdowns in our game as well. Kenyon Clay is open. We just have to throw that. He does get hit in the backfield, which is one thing we want to avoid. It's already 2nd and 10 after we didn't really get much there. We're going to run the football. They get up to the second level. They at least try. And not in time, though. They kind of plug the gap. And now we're looking at 3rd and 9. I do like this look here. Kenyon Clay gets the ball in space. He's insane with the ball in his hands. Perfect from the true freshman so far. Play action. Cheeks is wide open. He gets down there at the 29-yard line for another first down. Now we are going to have to find a tight end because Cheeks won't be here forever. Clay, perfect playmaker by Paul Schofield. And again, Kenyon Clay making plays. Now he is already a little bit banged up. I am going to take him out. I do not want him to get too banged up in this game. They're playing the out route again. I'm going to have to send it to Clay. Stiff arm, he gets out of bounds. Hopefully he doesn't take too much punishment there. This team is looking like a well-oiled machine on the first drive offensively. Screen pass. Gets it out. Great block. And Barnes. Lance Barnes in for the touchdown to tie this game. Duck on him. Touchdown, UTEP. Let's go. Run a lot of cover 3 against these teams with good run games. For the fact that we know stacking the box is what we need to do, but we also want to have our zones covered. So it's perfect. See? Over the middle. And he throws a pick, potentially. That was the perfect coverage. We had the cover 2 shell, and we go to cover 3 out of it. Perfect play. We get this ball back in a tie game here in the second quarter. Let's go, man. A lot of game left. Tariq Watson brings it back up to the 44-yard line on that return. We're going to go 4 verts here. We're going to see what the look is. If it's press pro, the safety over the middle, I don't love it. Cheeks, covered, picked. I don't even know why I ran 4 verts. I literally have no idea. I haven't really ran 4 verts much, and that's why. It was just bagged, and I was getting pressured, so I threw. I panicked. Straight panic throw. I like Paul Schofield, though. I'm not going to lie. Yes, I could have a more athletic quarterback, but I still think he's the best one on the roster. So, all right, big 3rd down after the interception. It's been rough, but if we can get this stop and hold him to 3, I'll feel pretty good. Perfect gap shoot by Javon DeVoe, the star development true freshman linebacker, and we hold them to 3, hopefully. They didn't go for it, so now maybe they miss. No, they get 3. 10-7. I'll take it after the bad pick. Just take what they're giving you. Okay, well that's a sack because Lance Barnes is supposed to go out on a route and he never does. So great, now my quarterback's hurt and it's 2nd and 23. Sack, safety. Good stuff. I never had a chance to safety after 2 plays with the ball because our offensive line did nothing. So, good stuff, man. Alright, after the safety, which I cannot believe just happened, they set a blitz and immediately he's just caught. And that's the problem with... That's Babcock's ball all day! Babcock! David Babcock with an amazing route. He's athletic. He ran the route for him. That's an amazing play from the true freshman. Are you serious? I mean, that's the first play from scrimmage after the safety. Martin Johnson, what a playmaker! Paul Schofield to Martin Johnson, freshman to freshman connection. I'm loving this team, man. I don't care how many games we lose this year. There is so much promise. Well, I do care. I do care how many games we lose, actually. There is so much promise, though. We'll put him back in after this draw play. Barnes gets the first. Let's go. What? All right, dude, the spots in this game make 0 sense. What do you mean he didn't get the first down? What do you possibly mean? Of course we're not going to get this, right? Easy, actually. Thank God. I cannot believe he almost didn't get it. Lance Barnes now with 2 touchdowns. All right, Boise State's trying to drive in the 2-minute drill. And let's see if they can prove me wrong after I said their schedule's been easy. Well, now they're playing us. And I'm going to say their schedule's a little bit tougher. They have Oregon and someone is hurt. Javon DeVoe has bruised ribs. And hopefully he'll be back soon. I'm not too familiar with, to be honest. Ooh. Oh, what is going on, Lester? You're the free safety. You need to make that tackle. That is terrible defense. And now Boise State is up to the 1-yard line. What is going on? Slants, touchdown. Boise State takes the lead back. We now are here with 52 seconds left at the 22-yard line with 2 timeouts. Let's see what we can do. Jaylen Brown, he is such a menace in the open field. Oh my, he could have broke another after doing it against Arizona State 2 weeks ago. I'm not sure. We're not doing the rollout stuff. We're not doing that. Martin Johnson probably just gets this ball because there's no one covering him. All right, we do need to call a timeout. But that is a good gain. That's a gain of 9. So I'm okay with that. Gain of 8, actually. But either way, we're still driving. I don't mind it. And they're giving George Awasika basically free yardage. So we're gonna take as much free yardage as we can get. Oh, my Lord. He had Robber. We are lucky that's not a pick. I'm going to show you what happened there. Right here, he had Robber, which is an ability where in zone you move quicker. And look how quick he covers space without even sprinting and basically runs that route for him. We are lucky. That's a pick 6. He swats it away, but in reality, that is a pick 6. And Jaylen Brown isn't bad at all. I like him. They cover that, though. No, they don't! What a play! What do we do here now? What a throw from Schofield. I'm really loving the true freshman. He is the worst he'll ever be as well. I say that in both my franchise and my dynasty because all the players we have are young with a ton of potential, and we're going for it. I don't care. We have 1 timeout. It's not like we're going to score and not have a chance to call one, but we score anyways. Lance Barnes with 3 touchdowns in this first half, which I was not expecting, but he has just found the end zone every time we needed him to. Let's go. Ever since we recapped year 1 and went through it very quickly and got this recruiting class in, it's been a ton of fun because now it feels like the team that we built. We had one recruiting class that's been that legendary, honestly, a top 20 class that's kind of changed this team overnight and the way they play. They're trying the Mo Bamba strat. It's not going to work, buddy. All right, we're going to run this curl route, and hopefully Cheeks gets open. Good throw. That's PI! What just happened? I'm so confused. PI! PI! Are we serious? Oh my God! He's pulling him a mile away with his neck! Come on! I don't care. He was pulling him with his neck or something. Hey, yo. He had some strong neck. But that's the case. We just watched him. He strong-necked him. He literally strong-necked him. And now we are at a disadvantage. What is going on? We had the ball to start the half and everything, and just like that, we're looking at guys jumping over our linebackers. Like, come on. What is going on? Coach Humongous is not going to like this at all. We're not playing well enough. He put too good of a recruiting class together. That's Ashton Stamps. They just keep driving, man. 1st and 10 now at the 14. I cannot believe it. Easy money. I don't know what I'm watching. PI right into a touchdown. We need the refs to not be shit is what we need. That was PI. All right, let's try to get these points back. It's not going to be easy starting off from the 15-yard line. Let's go screen to Kenyon Clay. Schofield is looking a little wear and teary too. All right, at least Kenyon Clay's got that nasty stiff arm. We need something to happen here. George Awasika in man coverage just burnt his man. He was toast. A true freshman, by the way. Look what he does. We're talking inside leverage on an in route, and he gets the inside release and is able to work over the middle of the field and make this beautiful catch. All right, now we go in and really see what we're made of, because now I think we're going to get one-on-one coverage. And that's when we throw it up to Georgie! Oh, Georgie, please! Do we run the ball here? What do? We tried to throw it up to Georgie. They're now going too high. I think we're going to run the football. Good stuff, but they really did play good run defense there. It looked open for a second and closed quickly. Don't love this. Hit as I throw. I have not had enough time today with Schofield. It's really not his fault. It really isn't. We're going to have to punt here. 2 punts in a row to start this second half. And Boise State had no problem going down the field and scoring a touchdown on the first one. So we really need to tighten up here defensively if we want to stay in this game. After I was talking all this shit, by the way, Boise State cannot pull away. We have to make it a tough battle just to show them, like, all right, if you do win at home, fine, but you're not that good. You know, this is year 2. Do not just tell me what I just watched. Do not just tell me what I just watched! What a run from Boise State. Are we serious? This is what I just watched. This is why I was screaming. What is this? Where's the physicality? This is not it. And then our star linebacker, Javon DeVoe, is literally tumbling like a cartoon character onto the floor while Sire Gaines goes into our secondary and gets more yardage, and it looks like he might have cribbed it if not for this saving tackle of a touchdown. We need to stop the run. Come on. You're going to let your coach hang out to dry like this after talking all this shit? You guys suck. I don't even know what that animation was, but that saved me. Now they're running the football, and it's really looking bad. Out route. I seen it the whole way, and he makes a perfect throw. Maddox Madsen's been great today. He did throw a pick, but since then, he's been lights out. I don't love it, man. Easy money. Boise State doesn't get in. Is it Thompson who's blitzing? Who's blitzing? Oh, my God. It doesn't matter who's blitzing. Touchdown, Boise State. And they're styling on me, too. This game isn't over, by the way. This game is not over. I wasn't expecting them to put 33 on us. And they really won't let George Awasika get any chance. Oh, my God. They blitzed. It's over. Yep, wide safety blitz, and he got home free. So now we're just going to have to chuck it up, of course. Good play to George Awasika to make this honestly possible. 3rd and 2. We need this first down. I don't know if we even go for it. I don't know if we can punt here, but Jaylen Brown is open, makes the catch. This game is not over thanks to that amazing throw on 2nd and 25 from the true freshman Paul Schofield, who's injured too. I mean, he's not looking too hot right now. Kenyon Clay wide open in the open field. He gets crunched, but still gets a ton of yardage. 6 catches for 69 yards. Nice. We're now looking at a 2nd and 14. How? Why would I run that? They threw another blitz, and Kenyon Clay could have made. Paul Schofield's hurt, by the way. They've hit him so hard that he's hurt. He could have made that play. But no. What is that? Put Paul Schofield back! Oh my God! No, dude. They knock out our quarterback, and then we throw a pick immediately with the backup. I guess Paul Schofield's staying in. Dude, we have to... I think wear and tear is too much. Dude, what is going on? We can't stop the run. It's over. We lost this game now. Just like that. Coach Humongous is not going to be happy. You guys are going to be running laps. This is insane. We don't run a program like this. We're physical. You cannot be out-physicaled. What is up? Where's the discipline? Everyone has their upgrades. What is going on? RPO touchdown. Boise State has blown it wide open. And we're going to take Paul Schofield out for the fact that we don't want him getting injured anymore. This game is over. And if it's not over, well, great. But we're not going to let our true freshman quarterback get hurt anymore. No reason to. Boise State's done a great job today. Look, this defense is just incredible stuff. We're going 4 verts. And you know where the ball is going. To our boy Georgie! Make the catch! He drops it into a pick! What has this game turned into? Boise State really has everything going their way. Listen, I love George Awasika, but you need to do better than this, buddy. You cannot be on such a smaller receiver. Get all the leverage, and I know Benefield came in last second trying to make a play on it. You make the catch. He is riding the dude's shoulders, like literally. I don't care. How do you come down and drop this football? And then it hits off your knee and Robinson for the pick? What is this? No, I'm not happy about the Boise State win and how we played in this game because we talked a ton of shit on their schedule last year when they were undefeated. Scheduled them in year 2, and I thought we would play a lot better, more competitive, and we did not. They ran the ball down our throats. They were more physical. This team's going to be running laps for sure at practice, but we did see some special plays from some true freshmen, which makes me a little hype. The secondary specifically, after I hyped them up, did not play well enough. You cannot have a quarterback go for 90% completion percentage and throw for 5 touchdowns and expect to win the game. They need to play better next week when we start all Texas conference play. Texas is probably the worst team we can play in week 5 after losing to Boise State on the road. They have only lost to the number 2 team in the country, Ohio State, and they've already beaten 2 Texas teams in conference play. I am not excited about this matchup. We're going to look at the roster, but you can see they're 91 overall and basically a 5-star, 20th team ranked in the country. Texas is a lot of the same players actually returning, and their best player is a left tackle, so if we could not stop the run against Boise State, well, I'm scared what Texas is going to do to us because Arch Manning's still here, but he has some competition. They brought in Devin Dampier from Utah, who is a running quarterback. I am scared against the read option and everything they got with CJ Baxter and Dampier because it looks like Arch Manning is actually riding the pine, no lie. I like that they have a 94 speed wide receiver, Khalil Lockett, and also Ryan Wingo, who's 97 speed, and then a 92. We are cooked. All the receivers have 90 plus speed with all these abilities with takeoff, sidestep. We are cooked. If you guys are new to college football and you've never watched before, basically a red shirt means you can play up to 4 games in his freshman season, and then if you play any more than that, you can't redshirt him. A red shirt just means they get an extra year of eligibility and they get more time to develop as a player. So really, it's up to you if you want to redshirt players when they come in to your college program. And for Paul Schofield, already in the All-Texas Conference, he's one of the best QBs in the conference. There is no way we are going to play anyone else but this true freshman who has elite development. And I just want to shout out Owen McCown, Josh McCown's son. That's pretty cool that he plays at UTSA. And the best QB in the conference right now is Eli Morcos, a true redshirt freshman from Texas A&M. And he's been cooking 15 touchdowns, 2 picks, and 1,200 yards. But he's a pure runner, which means he's going to be tough to bring on the ground. He has another 165 yards on the ground as well. Kevin Jennings is definitely one of the best QBs in the conference at SMU, and he's been cooking this year. Always a Heisman candidate in this game. I forgot to mention when looking at the quarterbacks that Devin Dampier for Texas, who we're about to play, actually is a bottom tier quarterback this year when it comes to just playing the position. He does have a good completion percentage, and he runs the football really well. So we're going to see how he plays. Do they play just a lot of RPO, a lot of read option, or are they going to make him drop back and pass? So you have the running backs, not much here, honestly. When you look at rushing touchdowns, it's actually SMU, so they look like they're a tough out this year. You got Gideon Davidson from Houston, a redshirt freshman, and he's been pretty good this year. He's averaging 100 yards a game. Looking at the top wideouts in the conference, you're going to see that David Amador II and Jonah Wilson from UTSA are both in the top 5. That's pretty awesome. Owen McCown is kind of slinging it, and there's a bunch of different good receivers here that have more than 100 yards a game. Baylor basically has a receiver with 100 yards or more a game. Texas A&M, UTSA, SMU, Texas Tech, TCU. So that's a lot of different schools that have been throwing the ball, which is fun to see. Defensively, Ecal Taylor from UTEP actually has the most sacks in the conference. Pretty crazy. And then it goes Matthew Fobbs-White from Baylor, CJ Fight, the defensive tackle from Texas, so we got to play against him. I am scared even more now. We're not going to be able to run the football or do anything. We got sacked a ton last week. Looking at interceptions, Coy Parrish actually leads the conference with 3 and has a sack to go with it. That's amazing. But still, the defense hasn't played well enough, in my opinion. It's kind of crazy they have 2 players leading the conference in a stat, but still have been playing bad. I guess the 5th best defense in the conference isn't as bad as I was expecting, but still could be better with the players we have. Let's see how they play against Texas. And also the offense is bottom tier, so I'd like to see better improvement with that as well. This is a huge matchup to start all Texas conference play, where we go up against the Texas Longhorns, the 20th ranked team in the country, at home. I'm so excited to see what this team's made of. James Simon actually had 100 yards last week with 2 touchdowns, so I'm scared even more now with their running quarterback and everything they got going on. This place isn't even rocking, man. Come on. Stadium Pulse isn't even hitting. Oh my God! Pancakes on the outside galore! Spin inside! And James Simon starts out this game with a 35-yard rush. And we cannot stop the run right now. The linebackers have to play better. The true freshman. This looks like an RPO look. It is. Pick 6! I see it the whole way! Oh my! David Babcock! Is he going to get hawked down? He's at the 20! What a play from the true freshman! As soon as this player is running out to the flat, we know this is an RPO look. And we read this perfectly. David Babcock with the amazing interception. That's what you want to see from your defense. Now can the offense respond? Nope. That was a great play from the safety. I seen him shooting down immediately. We're actually going to try this new camera angle I showed on the channel that I've been trying out. And I think you can just see everything a little bit better. They shed everything there. 3rd and 7. But even if we just get 3 here, I'm pretty happy. Maybe Martin Johnson is open, though, on the out route. Can he get open? X is, though. Cheeks! Touchdown! Let's go! True freshman Paul Schofield immediately makes them pay. Wow. What a start to this game. We'll see if they can on this second drive. After David Babcock reads the quarterback perfectly. Another RPO. That was a great tackle out in the flat by Dante Thompson, the senior. Now it's 3rd and 6. We get them in a bad spot early on in this game if they can't get a first down. This would be amazing. We're playing the sticks here. Cover 3. And that's why. Oh, wow. They actually went to the user. I'm going to be honest with you. I did not think that was the case. Very quickly, I'll show you what I seen. I seen the curl route wide open here. And I thought to myself, he's throwing that. And I should have just carried. 2nd and 5. Early on in this game, we could really make a statement here if we can stop him. It's a run. Great play by David Babcock. He's all over the field right now. As soon as I called out the linebackers, you're seeing what we want to see, which is just plays being made. I really think this defense allows players to just fly around the field and make plays. Right there, that was a good play call. 2nd and 6, we're blitzing again. Coy Parrish on the blitz here. They're running it. Great play by the linebackers again. Javon DeVoe is there for the tackle. And now it's 3rd and 6. And again, we're going to try to hold them to only 3. Up the seam again, easy. And he drops that! That has to be caught. Texas is looking a little rattled here. And this is on the hash, on the road. Are they going to make this? They just make it. I was holding my breath. I really didn't know if they would. 7-3 UTEP right now. And now they have to drive the field offensively because, oh, I didn't want to catch that. I wanted to let that go in, but maybe I should have wanted to catch that. No way! Tariq Watson, he's fast. Can he go? This would be huge. UTEP with the return. A kickoff return? Are you serious? I've never had one of those in this game ever. What a start. And I started that play by saying I didn't want to bring it out. I wanted to not catch it and let it go in the end zone. And we cribbed that with the cornerback, Tariq Watson. Jack Endries in the slot as the tight end. And that's only a gain of 4 to lock it. Now it looks like they want to run it with James Simon on 2nd and 6, but I'm not committing to the run. I'm in cover 3 here, and we have a safety down in the box. And that's why we have that. Javon DeVoe comes down, makes a play, and now it's a tough 3rd down. And we're going to go cover 3 in, or cover 2 invert, should I say. Play the sticks, make them think we're playing cover 3, but we're actually playing cover 2 out of this look. That was insane. Make the pick! Oh my gosh, Ashton Stamps comes over the middle and makes an amazing play for the interception. This is incredible what I'm watching right now. Wow, I am in shock right now how this team is playing early on. So, right here, you can see up the middle of the field. My user, 100% is holding there, and they don't call that on the tight end. So, he goes deep instead to lock it, and instead, Stamps comes up and makes the play, and he was at LSU last year. He has a ton of abilities, is probably the 2nd best player in the secondary and on the defense, and we're really seeing everyone show up right now. Basically all defensive players, Babcock, Watson, and now Stamps, and Awasika, the true freshman underneath. Now we're actually going to see the offense. Wow. He has 2 attempts all game, and we're up 14-0 with the ball, or 14-3 should I say. It feels like they have nothing, doesn't it? Underneath again to Jalen Brown. 1st down. We're going to try to run the ball a little bit more too. Do a little read flat here to Cheeks, potentially, or Kenyon Clay, depending on how they play it. Cheeks gets out there, and that is a gain of 8. Kenyon Clay out in open space. He is a monster sometimes. He has multiple 20-plus yard rushes this year when he gets out in open space, and is a great catcher out of the backfield. 2nd and 5 here. Should we run the ball? Should we not? It all depends on the look. They're giving us a look to run the football, so maybe we do. RPO looks like the play here. And they drop the safety immediately, but we're going to run that, and it's not worth it. They get a TFL. Not great. It looked like that was maybe open. but it never was. That's a pick. Great play there by their cornerback. Great technique from Robertson. He just makes the perfect play. A little bit of a zone chuck and then works back to the route. Makes the interception. Bad read. And Texas takes over at the 45-yard line. We have to be a little better with the football. We thought that was open. It was not. Have to be a little more conservative and not just throw it willy-nilly when we have such a great lead. They get the first down on a run. I'm a little worried now. They are going to easily storm back if they score a touchdown. Oh, man. James Simon out in the open field, and he's to the crib. Touchdown, Texas. And they're looking to come back with a swift vengeance after a couple mistakes. Here in week 5, we have the lead. Driving with the football. Come on, Kenyon Clay out in open space. Let's go. 1st and 10 after that amazing run from Kenyon Clay. Martin Johnson out in space. He's slippery with the ball in his hands. I do like Martin Johnson a lot. He has elite development. I've never had a gadget receiver with elite development, so maybe we'll run more Wildcat when he becomes better. Great play, out route. Martin Johnson up the sideline, gets to the 7-yard line, and after that interception, Paul Schofield has kind of eased into this game a little bit. You like to see that because there's a lot of game left. A lot of game left. Awasika gets pressed into nothingness, into dust even. Wow. True freshman George Awasika was in jail. Pressed in the dirt. He's got an inside route, and he is bumped off it completely. Great. X is open. He makes him jump, though. And in my opinion, we have to go for this. I think you have to go for this for a couple reasons. Texas is going to score points. They are good. You just see what James Simon did. I think there's no doubt that our defense has played well. And Martin Johnson maybe gets open on this hot route, and he does. Touchdown, UTEP. What a play call. Let's go. But this is just the beginning. There's a whole half to play and a 2-minute drill right now. We have a lot to prove in this game if we want to beat a number 20 team in the Texas Longhorns. But they are looking a little rattled, I'm not going to lie. They did get the pick and immediately score, but then they give up that long drive for another touchdown. Underneath again. Javon DeVoe in open space against Simon makes the tackle. Can we really do this? We're playing the sticks. Great play up the sideline. Well, now it's 1st and goal with the clock running. We cannot let them score, man. This has to be 3. Throws it out, and great tackling. They get down to the 4-yard line, and they're just going to go hurry up, and we're going to go cover 3. I don't think they're going to run it, though. So I don't know if cover 3 is the smart look, but... Oh, he cooked us. He absolutely cooked us. Wow, no pressure at all there. And also, if you were watching my user, I thought they were going to throw to Lockett the whole way because he ran a really weird route. We can actually block this extra point. That's huge. Let's go. And we'll go into the second half with the lead, 21-16 off of 2 interceptions and a special teams play for the ages from Tariq Watson. And now we start the 3rd quarter with the ball. Can we do it again? I didn't really want to bring it out this time because it's not a Disney movie. But he did do a good job. Maybe we do got to bring it out more. There was space there to be had. All right, 1st and 10 at the 26. Martin Johnson, he gets bumped, and Paul Schofield can't make the throw. He does get hit as he throws. Let's see how it looks. Get to the 2nd level. Great. Probably should have just ran downhill there and got the 1st. That is totally my fault. We just throw an out route to Awasika here, and we should be good. Good catch. Let's go. If we can trust true freshmen like this, our true freshman quarterback gets the hot route, and our true freshman wide receiver 6'5", Georgie Awasika, gets the catch, we can win this game. Let's go. Great shed there. And this is why you can't run the ball in first down. I don't know if they're looking for it or what, but they basically get in the backfield at will, and then they make it 2nd and 14, 2nd and 13. They're all out blitzing. This is a perfect play call. Get that block. There we go. A pancake from Jake Riggs. I thought it was Sammy Gooch. I was going to shout out Sammy Gooch. Now we have a 3rd and 6 because we got a little too conservative. But maybe Kenyon Clay gets open, and he does on the Texas. He's been the best player on the field, I think. Running the ball, catching the ball, doing everything we need. And that's a first down and a huge one. Cash Cheeks. Outside route. That is so scary. I don't know why Paul Schofield can't throw that. We are playing for the win. I'm not playing for glory. Great slant, and Cash Cheeks gets the touchdown. He's had a ton of touchdowns this season in the spot that came with the fellas. They were playing cover 2. You could see the linebacker bail, and we just throw it underneath for a touchdown. 28-16 now to start this half. That was an amazing drive from the true freshman quarterback. And I'm so happy that we're playing this way after Boise State spanked us. So we're looking good. If not for the turnovers, this is a different game now. Great play! Javon DeVoe! The star development linebacker, Javon DeVoe. Look at this. He gets away from the blocker trying to get up to the 2nd level, and he just makes this play. We are explosive on defense and have a lot of young players. Let's get into 3rd and 6 now and see what we can do. Get off the field, hopefully. We didn't. Oh, they're going deep. Click on, please. Get that. What a play by Nelson II. Let's go. Brian Nelson II. All right, they're blitzing. This is good coverage. We actually needed to throw the comeback there because the safety comes down and plays that out route perfectly. And now we're looking at 3rd and 10. We're going to go post underneath here with George Awasika on a stem route like this. And then we just want Cheeks to get out on a corner and kind of just get that. Oh, great coverage. Just perfect coverage downfield. Nothing there, and a sack for Texas. I tried to cook something up there with the hot routes, but it just didn't work, and we had to punt. Now they're at the 48-yard line. Only 1 quarter left. And that's another pick. What a lurk from David Babcock, and he stiff arms to boot. Let's go. He has 3 interceptions on the year. And this is his 2nd one of this game. I don't think you guys understand how big this is to have players like this already in year 2 making plays like this. He sees the route behind him and he just goes after it. Do you understand how much you need to know route concepts and things like that to be a linebacker at this level already as a true freshman? And then the athleticism to stiff arm the man after the pick and try to get that pick 6. He'll get one eventually. He's just not that fast yet. But what a play. And this is a conference game. If we were going to lose Boise State or Texas, you always want to lose the Boise State game because now all of our goals are right in front of us. The conference championship and everything. That is totally possible. We do have to play at Kyle Field this year, but how can you not be excited for this team? The flat route, and he misses it. As I'm going on a hype monologue about how awesome this team is right now, of course our true freshman quarterback has to ruin the moment and sail an easy flat route. Can he make up for that? He sails 2 in a row. Come on! Not after the pick, dude. We can't blow this. We got to start running the football. They're going to call me Kyle Shanahan. All right, Jaylen Brown, baby. The out route, and he cooks him in man coverage. And that was cover 1 there. Great play. Paul Schofield has been making plays on 3rd down all season long. Over the middle, they blitz. Jaylen Brown again. He's at the 2-yard line. And this one's going to be tough. They always play goal line situations so tough. But that's the end of the 3rd quarter, and we are up 28-16 right now. And you can see Paul Schofield has given everyone a chance to touch the football, and that's what you want to see from a great quarterback. A true freshman doing that, reading the offense this well, that's what you want to see. Let's go. Sammy Gooch is going to pull here. Let's see what he does. I know you're a true freshman, Sammy Gooch, but what are you doing, buddy? You're pulling, and what was that? What was that? 2nd and goal after Sammy Gooch blows his assignment on that play. You can't trust the true freshman to do anything, huh? Come on, Sammy Gooch. We need better for you. They are playing great goal line defense. We will obviously just kick. I don't care. Oh, no way. Paul Schofield, the true athlete that he is, gets a rushing touchdown because they're never expecting it. In the spot, and I came with the fellas, baby. Let's go. UTEP goes up 34-16. We are hype. This is the first conference game on the schedule, and this is how they play after losing last week. That's what you want to see. This is the response from a great team. I just want to show you guys I am playing on Heisman. I don't know how this is happening against the top 20 team right now, but I'm not going to question it. The team is playing very well. And look at that. Tony with a club move to get in there and pressure the quarterback, and he has to make a quick throw. It's 3rd and goal. We're going to play Tampa 2 here. I don't think they run the football. That's a great sig route. Oh, wow. He finally gets open over the middle there. Nothing you can really do about that. No pressure. Touchdown, Texas. They make this at least interesting. Texas tries an onside kick, and it does not work out. We run the football trying to clock them. They call some timeouts, and we get into a fun situation, 4th and inches, basically trying to ice the game, and we go for it. We assert our dominance and convert, get into victory formation, and win this upset in a big way, 35-23. I cannot believe we get a win like this in year 2 with all this talent. There's a lot of promise on this team, and what's a lot of fun is Paul Schofield, the true freshman, who I thought was not going to be good enough in year 1 as an athlete, has shown me more than that. He's been one of the best players in the All-Texas Conference. I am so excited for this next episode. I am very excited to see how we play at home versus Texas State and North Texas. Way worse opponents, even though North Texas is undefeated right now. Texas State is pretty bad, and we have a ton of visits coming that week. I really do appreciate all the support on the channel, guys. These have been so fun to make, especially the Dynasty episodes. So if you guys are enjoying them, leave a like on the video, leave a comment in the comment section. I'm new to content creation, so if you guys have any suggestions for video ideas or on the series I'm doing on the channel, just leave them in the comment section. It's always appreciated, and I'm trying to get to 50 subscribers, so if you can leave a sub, it'd be greatly appreciated. And I really do hope you guys have a good rest of your day. See ya.